Hello, everyone. Thanks so much for logging on to CBSDenver.com. Alongside Romy Bean, I am Michael Spencer. We are wrapping up day 2 of the NFL draft. The Broncos making 3 picks on the day, and I know the first one was your favorite.
Oh, this was an interesting day. I think even more interesting than the first round,
Yeah.
which, people aren't expecting. But yes, Dalton Risner, local product out of Wiggins, Colorado, going to fit great into the Mike Munchak system, and just such a great human being. I was pumped. A lot of people were pumped, though. I was not the only one.
Yeah, I think a lot of people throughout the state were excited about that, and a lot of people across the border in Kansas, too, very excited about that. Of course, he was a 4-year starter at Kansas State, 3-time captain for that football team. They also got another 3-time captain and the guy who they think will be the future of their quarterback position in Drew Lock.
And John Elway made no bones about it. Joe Flacco is the starter this year. He said it several times, but he also wasn't shy about saying, we hope that Locke is the guy of the future. He referred to the Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre situation. Aaron Rodgers sat behind Brett Favre for about 4 years before, stepping into the job, and that could be the perfect situation. They seem to love Locke, but he needs time to grow, so drafting him in the second round seems to alleviate some of that pressure. If he was in the first round, there would have been more pressure to maybe start him earlier than that.
Yeah, now you can sit him behind a guy who has won a Super Bowl at quarterback, right? So that's a pretty good guy if Joe Flacco is willing to be the teacher there. Interesting that John Elway hadn't reached out to Flacco yet about that, but I really don't think there's going to be an issue here. I think it is understood throughout this building. Joe Flacco's the starter. Drew Lock's the guy who's coming in to compete for that backup spot.
If you ever hear Aaron Rodgers, he tells the story that Brett Favre did not want to teach him. He was not interested in teaching the incumbent, but he just looked and looked along and tried to learn as much as he can. It was similar with Peyton Manning. I mean, they're not interested in teaching him, but it's how Locke just oversees it and does the best he can to take in everything.
In round number 3, the Broncos with the 71st overall pick taking Dre'Mont Jones, a defensive tackle out of Ohio State, a big 6'3", 290-pound defensive lineman, a guy they think can clog some holes up there on the defensive side of the football.
Another big guy that Vic Fangio seemed thrilled to have in his system, and kind of with Vic Fangio at the helm, you feel like whoever they plug in at defense is going to be successful. But now that they have traded up for Drew Lock, they just have 3 picks remaining in this draft, as opposed to they got none in the 4th round. Just 2 in the 5th and 1 in the 7th.
2 in the 5th, 1 in the 7th, 148, 156, and 237 coming your way tomorrow, Saturday, the final day of the NFL draft.